What's your biggest challenge? That's the most among the most common questions that I get asked. Well, there are many, but if I had to call out the most significant, then that would be human resources. Now, there are a couple of contributors to this challenge. The first contributor is the place that we are in. It's a set of or a group of small mountain towns. Now, like in most mountain towns, the high potential talent, as you call it, moves out, and they all move out to bigger cities for better prospects, for greener pastures. So from here, the talent has moved out to Chennai, Bangalore, Coimbatore, for better growth. The ones who have stayed back are essentially the ones who either lack the aspiration, or there is a skill deficit somewhere. So this leaves us with going after or trying to attract talent from the plains, from the cities. Now this brings us to the second contributor, which is the mindset. Now the people that we want to attract and the people that we want to hire are essentially people who want to cross over to the social sector, which means they're not joining us for the salary, but they're joining us because they feel passionately about the problem that we're solving. So which means the salary is just a means for them to take care of their needs. Why is this important? It's important because for a asset-light enterprise like ours, salary tends to become the biggest contributor to overheads, and we don't want our overheads to swell, because one of the core things, or one of the things that is very important for us as an enterprise, is that we transfer most of the gains to the producers, or to the makers, or to the artisans, or the beneficiaries that we're trying to solve a problem for. So it's important that we keep our overheads also light, and we don't, which means we don't end up paying a lot of salaries, or incurring a lot of expenses which goes into salaries. So it's extremely important that we attract and hire talent who's joining us not for the salary that we give, but for the problem that we are solving. So these are essentially the two biggest contributors to the challenge that we have. That said, there are roles that we have hired talent from within the region locally, and then we've been grooming them for some time now. But there are roles which we can't do that. We have to get expertise from outside, and that's where we see the challenge to be, not just now, but even going into the future.